Hi, I'm Shelly with Gilbert Marketplace, and today I'm going to show you how I did these cute little houses. Super cute, super easy. That's what I like. Inexpensive. You can purchase these houses already done at the Dollar Tree, and they will have papers, random looking papers in there, and I'm going to show you how basically I changed it up. So what I did is I laid it on my paper of my choice of what I wanted, and I used a flat razor and I went along the edge of the box. Now this will make it a little bit bigger than it is supposed to be, and this is super thick paper, so that did not cut. All right. Let's try that again. Push a little bit harder because this paper is, like I said, super thick. And that will just give me the shape of the box. Like I was saying, that's going to be a little bit, and since this is thick, it might just have to follow the line a little. You can see it kind of cut. It did not cut in all the spots. So I'm just going to use my scissors. And you can see it kind of stuck together in certain spots, but that's okay because we're going to need to shorten it up anyway. Okay, so once you got basically the outline, what you'll want to do is flip it around to the front and then set it on top. It should line up pretty good. Now, obviously that's too big to Mod Podge it down in there. So what I do is I take my finger and I press along the edges. People ask me all the time, how do I get it so perfect? I use my fingernail to increase this edge of the box because you do need this to be super tight and pretty exact, otherwise it's gonna look a little on the sloppy side. So I just, like I said, push along the edge and make my shape, and that will be the shortness. So you can see there's an indent on the edge, and then what I do is I take my scissors and I just cut that. And this is a really busy paper, so you'll have to kind of pay attention. Now, I shorten this all up, maybe a little bit more. There we go. I didn't do the bottom. But this will give a pretty exact measurement, and we will put it inside there. And if it's still a little big, then we'll adjust it then. So I kind of push it to one side, make sure that it fits in there by pushing it in there. If there's a little extra when I push down, you'll see there's a bubble. That means it's still a little too big. Kind of push it so that I can see where I need to still cut it. And then you'll pop that back out. Sometimes I have to use a razor because it's pretty exact in there. And right where it was a little bit tight, you'll see your indentation again, and you can sharpen that up. But that's how I'm getting an exact, every single time, fit. I will tell you now, if you do not, let's check that again. It almost fits like a glove. It's a little short in this upper corner, as you can see. And so what you'll want to do, since this paper is black, let me use my, has some black on it. That's why I got my handy dandy paint right by me. And what I would do, just to make sure it looks perfect, I would dip it in, and where it was just short a little, I will just put a little bit of black paint. This way, you will not notice where it did not butt up exactly or perfectly. Now, some people think I pull off the back. I do not do that. These are just kind of fragile, and I feel like if you do that, you're gonna have more troubles putting it back on because they're just glued together. So just put a little on your edge like that. If you have to do it all the way around because you didn't do it a perfect job, hey, that's fine too. After that, we'll let that dry a second. This paper's pretty thick, so I'm not too worried. You'll grab your Mod Podge, and I just pour it right on in there. And you'll want to make sure that you spread it in there everywhere, because if you don't, you'll probably get some air bubbles. So if you kind of go in an up and down pattern, you won't miss any spots. You obviously don't want big old globs neither, so if you got a lot of extra, just take and wipe it back off, if you overestimate. So I'm just trying not to, I'm gonna probably get a little black on my brush since this was not dry, but it should be all right. So after you got a nice even coat everywhere on there, then you will take your paper and push down on that. And like I said, it will look almost perfect. You can use your scraper, a little credit card or whatnot if you have to, just to kind of get all the air bubbles out and make sure that it's nice and flat. But that's how I get an exact fit. Now you could embellish it the way you like. Now on this particular one, I did brown paper and I just used vinyl. You could also use stickers. You could glue on little wood pieces. There's lots of different things you can do with them. But that's how I do mine, and I hope this helps. And like I said, now I'll just apply my vinyl. There's tutorials that I've done in the past on how to apply vinyl. So if you need that, just look through the videos and you'll find that. Make sure you subscribe, push the bell, and it will notify you every time we upload a new video. This month I'm gonna do lots of Halloween because that's one of my favorite times of the year. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and you guys have a wonderful afternoon. Thanks for watching.